And that's what he's doing here. He knows he's having a good run. Boom! Freaking one-shot at the Ducks robot there. What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni, and welcome to episode number 2 of the #WR community video content. Your videos featured on this channel right here. We have that guy showing us how to properly play the Bagliore robot with 4x Decay. A build or a robot that hasn't really been featured a lot here on the channel, as I realize right now. And I'm not really sure why, because this is a beast of a robot. In the top left you can see he's accumulating 12 damage boosts. And now he's teleported all the way across the map, because on the right side nothing was happening. So why not go to the left, right? And unfortunately he was slightly out of reach here to put that shot in. The other guy is also, I think, a Bagliore robot. And yeah, so let's do some damage. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my goodness. And then when things get too crazy, he just teleports back into safety. That's how we do it in the Manni town, boys. But apparently also in the that guy town. Yo, I like that, man. The fact that you can always just teleport back in safety. Here he's putting up the teleport beacon again. And healing up in the meantime and going out for the kill. And unfortunately, as soon as he moves out, he's getting attacked a lot. So he has to be a little careful. But he's putting some damage in, and he would have gotten that Sumjock kill too if it hadn't been killed by somebody else in the meantime. Also, be careful about this sword unit, right? But Bagliore is one of those robots that can just safely teleport away if he gets jumped on by a sword unit. Alright, now he can finally take some revenge on that enemy Bagliore there with the Prisma. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get the kill, because he was getting attacked a lot by other guys as well. Alright, so what is that? Okay, he got killed. 600 meters range is what we've got here with the Decay. And boom, quick snipe. Very nice. Teleport beacon put out and ready for the next brawl. Here we go. We're also getting faster now. Was that... I'm not sure. Why are we getting faster right now? Seems like it was walking much faster. I'm not quite sure what caused it. Alrighty. It wasn't the battleship, because he hasn't used it there. But now he's playing more aggressive. Okay, I was gonna say he was playing more aggressively, but he decided to retreat and play it slow. Because, as you know, in these videos that you submit for me to review and make content of, I asked you guys to try and make it focused around mostly one build. And show the best gameplay you can get together with that, okay? And that's what he's doing here. He knows he's having a good run. Boom! Freaking one-shot at the Ducks robot there. And he knows he's got a good run, and he doesn't want to jeopardize it and perhaps get caught in too much enemy fire and die, right? So here he's right now he's ready with the finger over the teleport, but nothing is coming from behind. So he's actually staying and brawling against the Lynx, who's got a hard time dealing that much damage that the Bagliore has. Even that Condor up there is really taking a beating. But now we feel that Titan damage is coming. And actually, hold on. It's an Orokochi with the newer shotgun weapons. Okay, I thought that was like a Titan with the Mahavara weapons, but... Alright. Teleport beacon thrown back into his home base to be safe, right? This is how you properly play the Bagliore robot. And by the way, I have meanwhile gotten 8 more responses. Here, by the way, safety teleport in when the sword unit jumped on him. Excellent, right? Can't do it better. Yeah. Also, did you know that the Decay weapons category, that they don't just with their 3 salvos increase their damage output per salvo, ending with 200%. Actually, every salvo fires 3 shots, and each single one of those shots within those different salvos already increases the damage output, according to the Warrobots wiki, as you see on screen. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I found that out when I was looking up how much exact damage the 3rd salvo will do. And I was like, wait, what? Each shot staggers it higher? I thought it's just the salvo 1 doing 100%, salvo 2 doing like 150 maybe, and salvo 3 doing 200%. But no, it's not how it works. Very interesting. I learned something new today. Anyways, in case you're wondering, I've already gotten 8 responses under the recent #1 episode of the Warrobots community video content, where I've introduced the idea and given you the Google Doc link to upload and feature your own video content here on the channel for me to react to it. 8 responses. This here was the first one that came in by that guy. So that guy, thank you so much for uploading your gameplay, for following exactly what I've asked you to do, which is focusing around one build and delivering excellent gameplay with it. Nicely cut, or, well, nicely filmed in a good quality that I can showcase here on the channel without having to downgrade quality for that. Very well done, my friend. Thank you so much. I haven't actually had a look at the other 7 responses yet. Chances are there's some really good stuff in there too, and I'm gonna have a look at that too. And I'm not sure, because obviously there's gonna be some regular War Robots content here on the channel, and then there is the hashtag War Robots community content that I've started with you now as a full video series. This, depending on how many videos you upload, this could literally be every day a War Robots community video, for example. Because, as you might imagine, it is not so much work for me to make these videos, to let your gameplay be shown and to comment on it, to say what's great about it, maybe even also saying what could have been done better, and also just making that into a quick video. So that is something that doesn't take me a lot of time to do. So potentially that will allow me to make more video content for you guys in between of my own videos to show one of yours, you know? There was also an idea where people asked me to do the hangar reviews, maybe putting this in combination so that in future episodes I will look at the full hangar and say, alright, that's the hangar, let's do a quick review. And a few comments on the robots. Something that I could certainly do, not gonna do it for this one now, but maybe we're gonna start incorporating that as well. Now let's see, we've got 9 kills here from that guy 15 with 6 million damage, okay? That is a load of kills and damage for Team Deathmatch on a, let's be honest, on a really old build, right? The Bagliore is not exactly known to be that super up-to-date machine with the decays that rips through the enemy lines. No, you have to play it a little careful, and that's exactly what he does. He knows exactly where to put the teleport beacon every time to make sure that he gets the best result from the robot and his damage output. And also can get a retreat every time it's necessary. By the way, in case you notice, my voice is still really struggling. Here, you saw how he stopped firing at the leeching leech. I wish more people would do it. Seriously, please guys, when you see a leeching leech, do not shoot. Someone is going to take that damage. And it's none of your enemies. It's one of your teammates. Maybe even you. Don't shoot the leeching leech, okay? Unless the leech has really low amounts of HP. If the leech has low HP, let's say 15% maybe, then you could think about it, because maybe you have enough, you can outbrawl him in that situation. Like, for example, maybe here. You see there's the leech behind him, and the leech, okay, he just started leeching. Alright, so that's too much HP with 60%. I wouldn't fire at him now. But if he's down to 15 or so, then I would consider it. Wow, look what he just did with that Condor, dude. Holy smokes. He's taking a lot of damage too, but the reload on the Decay is fast enough to come back in. I'm not sure what is that over there. Lots of shield. Is that a Dux? Or maybe a Shenlu. Maybe there's Shenlu there because he refreshed his shield. So you saw he put a heavy damage into the leech before he activated the ability. And then he was at 15% and he was like, alright, that's enough. Now we can drop him. And he did. So, well done. You can tell that that guy here knows exactly what he's doing. He's got the numbers in his head. He knows what to do, when to do it. And there was a Shenlu that needed to be gone, and that's what we did. What battleship is that, by the way? I see a damage boost signal, and I see either... Is that a lockdown, or is that... No. The other symbol, I believe, is a speed increase. Is it? Maybe I'm getting it wrong. I'm not sure. What's that battleship? I haven't seen it before. I'm not sure what battleship he's using. Alright, there's a Dux robot that wish he wasn't right in front of him right now, because he's going to eat all that damage. Not fire at the Siren and Harpy when they're reflecting. Well done. I feel like I'm watching myself play here. Seriously, guys. That is awesome. He knows exactly what to do. Fantastic. Really nice to see. So again, that guy, thank you so much for submitting that. If you guys want to submit your own gameplay and to be featured here on the channel with me reacting to your gameplay, maybe even doing a hangar review in the same time, then what you could do is check the video link down in the description pinned comment. It's the first episode of these videos, because in the first episode I explain very well what you need to do in order to submit your gameplay. It's not difficult at all. It's just one Google form in a few clicks. In 1 minute you can fill it, and it also requires you obviously to have some gameplay first, and that gameplay needs to have at least a few baselines that I need from you guys. Okay, there, because there has to be like a reason for this video. I have to put, for example, one topic in the title and the thumbnail. In this case, it will be the Bagliore with Decay. Simple. But if you show 5 different robots and there is no clear point to the video, then what's the topic, you know? So please make it like around one certain build and so on. But check out the video. I link it down in the description pinned comment. Again, excuse me. And that explains very easily what you need to do if you want to have your own gameplay feature. And I'll be recording more video episodes like this now with the other guys that send in videos. Again, there's never a promise that a video will be used, but this is all also mentioned in the document, in the Google Doc. And nice snipe here and nice snipe there. Very well done. He's just very observant with the situation. He's got a good position and he uses it in all directions. Very nice. And there's another Fenrir tank. By the way, you see that I'm back home, no longer in Thailand, and I have my green screen back behind me. I'm trying to find the right settings for microphone and webcam, because I've changed a few things. And it seems like our friend has now gone into a bit of a wrong position. Now, I wouldn't mind if you end your gameplay by showing the last 2 or 3 minutes of the gameplay with your Titan. I would not mind at all, right? So in case you're creating the next videos, that guy or someone else will, if this is the end of your video and there's like only 2 or 3 minutes and it shows the end of that match, feel free to include that. Fine, right? Because the topic is still gonna be that video that we have seen prior to that, or the gameplay. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm still trying to cure my voice so I can put all the energy back into my videos as I usually would do it. But the original intro is already back. We're having a nice community content-driven video series now. And we have the new Titan Instant Win series that I'm also going to continue while doing all the other updates, news, and whatsoever. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Follow the channel if you want to stay tuned on more. And yeah, see you around in the next video. Manny signing off. Bye-bye. And thanks, that guy, for submitting your video content.